This is the Aftermarket Radio Network. It's your weekly Blitz with Chris, keeping you in the game.
Hey, good morning, everyone. Coach Chris Cotton from AutoFix-Auto Shop Coaching here. We are your auto repair shop coaches. Our goal is to help you, the independent auto repair shop owner, make all your dreams come true. We do that by opening your mind to things you didn't know, and by getting you out from under your business and putting you in charge of your future, as well as your family's future. Our goal is for you to stop having a hobby and start having a business you can be proud of and can take time away from. First and foremost, I want to thank Autoleap. Without their continued support, this podcast would not be available free to you. I highly recommend scheduling a demo with Autoleap using the link in our show notes. Also, this podcast will be added on our YouTube channel, AutoFix-Auto Shop Coaching, on the same day this episode drops. So if you'd rather watch the video than listen, you can go there as well. As you get into today's episode, you may know someone in your network who could benefit from the topic. So please take time to share personally or through your social network. As always, if you have an idea for a show topic or want to talk, feel free to get with me, Chris at AutoFixSOS.com. I say this to my clients quite a bit, and if you're not an active client, then you will have never heard this from me, but I'm going to put this out there. There's never going to be a bigger champion for you than you. I often hear people say, my friends are holding me back, etc. And the main reason why they're holding you back is because it's your dream and your goal, and it's not their dream and or goal. So think about this before we get started. Would your friend say you're holding them back and are not supporting them in their dreams? Remember, nobody's more responsible for your growth, goals, and dreams than you are. And nobody is more invested in your growth, goals, and dreams than you are. So we're going to get into episode 111, Leadership Gold, chapter 20, The Choices You Make You. And the first part of this is called The Choice is Yours. Our greatest power in life is the power to choose and the freedom to be able to choose. Without question, choices are the most determining factor in how our lives turn out. Did we go right? Did we go left? Which road did we take? Did we take the one less traveled? John Wooden once said, there's a choice you have to make in everything you do. So keep in mind that in the end, the choice you make makes you. Oftentimes, people make their lives way more difficult by making wrong life choices. Others move through life easier because of the good choices they've made. Regardless which direction you go, we don't always get what we want, but we always get what we choose. We always get what we choose. Number one, my choices have shown me myself. Again, it's our choices that show what we truly are far more than our abilities. If you want to know who people are, don't look at their resumes. Don't listen to what they say. Just watch the choices they've made. That's why we do behavioral-based interviewing, and I've been coaching that a lot, and a lot of my classes have been revolving around that. We ask questions that go to who people are and what decisions they've made in their lives. Remember, I may intend to act a certain way, but my choices reveal who I really am, and your choices do the same for you. Number two, many choices were not easy. Leadership is complex. It's hard to do. If everybody could do it, everybody would do it, and everybody would be great at it. By definition, anytime you're out in front of a new group, breaking new ground, you are in uncharted territory. There's no established track to run on and or follow. That means making choices continually. You're going to do this for the rest of your life, for the rest of your business life. I had a shop owner not too long ago. Chris, when does this get easy? When do we have all the work done and there's nothing else to do? And I kind of chuckled and said, never. There will always be some sort of a small short-term crisis, maybe a long-term crisis. There's always going to be people to hire, and you're always going to be coaching your employees. I wish I could tell you that it got to a point to where it was just on autopilot, but really it never does. The stakes are high if you're a leader. The choices you make not only impact you, your family, your business, and those that surround you, but many others as well. Remember that. Every decision you make has a trickle down. Number three, the choices I made changed who I was. So I need you to understand something. Once you choose whatever decision that is, you become a servant of that choice. You must deal with the consequences, and that's for better or worse, and that has an impact on you, both positively, negatively, and others. C.S. Lewis said, every time you make a choice, you are turning the central part of you, the part that chooses, into something a little different than what it was before. Taking your life as a whole with all your innumerable choices, you're slowly turning the central thing either into a heavenly creature or into a hellish creature. Again, your choices. What happens or where do we go, choosing your choices? How do we choose, and what's some guidance on that? Autoleap is a cloud-based all-in-one auto repair software that helps to keep complete track of your business, from scheduling appointments to managing technicians to generating invoices. Supercharge your growth with Autoleap. Customers that fully adopt Autoleap see the following benefits in their first year: 30% revenue growth, with top customers seeing over 100% growth, 75% decrease in no-shows, allowing you to service more customers, 3 times increase in positive Google reviews, leading to stronger online presence, 50% time saved on administrative tasks, driving increase in operational efficiency. Do it all with Autoleap. Key features and functions include estimates, invoices, scheduling, Google reviews, inspections, communication, QuickBooks, reporting. Get in touch with Autoleap to see how you can transform your auto repair shop. For a limited time, if you schedule a demo, sign up with Autoleap and they will waive the $250 implementation fee. Choice number 1, my standards for myself will be higher than what others might set for me. And this goes back to my opening statement. You own what you choose, and nobody's more invested in those decisions than you. Others will keep you down and or get in your way because they don't know your why. Again, this is why friends, family members, this is why people are holding us back. It's because they don't know our why and they're not driven like we are. Choice number 2, helping people is more important than making them happy. The burdens of leadership are great. One of those burdens is to be unpopular when necessary. I have the same responsibility as a coach because I truly care about my clients and you care for those around you. It's more important for us to help people than make them happy. I lost a really good client several months ago because I leaned in and probably hit him a little too hard, close to home. And he shut down and was like, yeah, Chris, I'm not ready to hear that. I'm not ready to receive that. Unfortunately, it happens sometimes. So what does that look like? And so I want you to think of the statement, some people won't be happy when I do X. And so I'm going to read some of these off for you. Some people won't be happy when I uphold the mission of the organization before the wishes of the people. Some people won't be happy when I give some people more attention than others. Some people won't be happy when I promote some people over others. Some people won't be happy when I attempt to move them out of their comfort zone. Some people won't be happy when I ask them to sacrifice for the team. Some people won't be happy when I choose the big picture over their personal picture. Some people won't be happy when I make decisions that they disagree with. Every day as a leader, you're probably making someone unhappy, and that's okay. It shouldn't be all rainbows, unicorns, and puppy dog breath. All right? The closer you can get to that, the better, but it's not always going to be that way. Choice number 3, my focus will be on the present. To be a successful leader, you need to know what you stand for and what you will stand up to. The key choices you make regarding how you will conduct yourself and lead others not only indicate what kind of leader you are, they determine what kind of leader you will become. So choose wise. Okay. And now for the application exercises, I'm going to do this out of the book. Number 1, what major choices have changed your life? Each of us has made choices that set the course of our lives and change who we are. Spend some time in reflection and write down the major choices you've made. For each choice, write how it changed your circumstances and how it changed you as a person. If your list includes negative choices or missed opportunities, you may need to work through the emotions that come from them and then move on. Number 2, what key choices have you made or will you make to guide your leadership? In the chapter, I described the 3 major changes regarding leadership. Choice number 1, my standards for myself will be higher than what others might set for me. Choice number 2, helping people is more important than making them happy. And choice number 3, my focus will be on the present. So what choices will you make? Spend some time writing them out. Don't choose more than 5, okay? Number 3, are you prepared to make difficult choices? What enables leaders to make the right choices, and how do they decide? I believe the best way is to prepare themselves by working through many of them ahead of time. Look at the key choices you wrote down for exercise number 2, the one we just talked about, and for each one, write down the implications that will come as a result of those key choices. Being prepared is half the battle, okay? And finally, for the mentoring moment, I can't impress upon you how important this is, that you're helping others and helping those around you. This might be the most important leadership moment that we have as a shop owner. As a leader, parent, spouse, you do no good for those around you if you always make choices for those people. This is the big difference between someone that works in the business and as a shop owner, and that can take time away from their business. As people come to you and ask you for a decision, don't try and tell them which way to go or what to choose. Instead, ask questions to get them to think it through so that they can discover the right choices for themselves and personally own those decisions themselves. Okay? Own the choices themselves. Usually these people know the right choice. They just don't want to own it. They would rather come to you, have you make the choice for them, and then them come back and say, oh, I knew that wasn't going to work. Okay? Think about that. If you want to get out of your business, not be a slave to your business, and move it forward, you have to stop making decisions for everybody. You have to stop making choices for everybody, and you have to make them self-sufficient and self-reliant, and you have to make them own it. Okay? This has been Coach Chris Cotton from AutoFix-Auto Shop Coaching, reminding you it never always gets worse, but sometimes it has to get worse to get better. Remember, don't stop working today because tomorrow needs you. Please feel free to reach out to me, Chris at AutoFixSOS.com, or give me a call at 940-400-1008. Have a great day, everybody. And remember, rise and grind.
You've been listening to the Weekly Blitz with Coach Chris Cotton on the AftermarketRadioNetwork.com. Follow Chris on your favorite podcast listening app. Let him know what you'd like him to cover. His email is in the show notes. Chris is all for advancing the aftermarket.